I'm going to give you a very quick pre-walk warm-up that you can do before you set off. You can do it just before your walk, and it's just going to loosen everything off for you, loosen all your joints up, warm up your muscles, and let your body know that it's time to walk. So let's start off in a split stance. It doesn't need to be a really wide split stance. One foot in front of the other. Your foot position doesn't matter too much. However, if you can, try and have the toes pointed forwards as much as possible, just to keep everything in line. Now, of course, you may have structural issues in the lower body where you just can't quite get those toes to comfortably come forward. So if your foot does come out to the side and that's more comfortable for you, then go with that, that's all right. And we don't want to bring on any pain here at all. So from here, split stance, you can hold on to something if you need to, park bench or whatever it is. And all we're going to do is we're going to come up onto the toes and then back onto the heels. So up and back. And all we're doing is we're just creating a bit of mobility through the ankles. And as you come up onto the toes, try to make sure as best you can that your weight is distributed evenly through the ball of the foot. So you're not favouring the outside of the foot or the inside of the foot, just a nice even distribution. So up onto the toes and back onto the heels. So as you lean back, you see I'm lifting the toe, more so in the front foot, pulling the sort of foot, or the mid part of the foot up towards my shins, and I'm activating the muscles up the front of the shins. And then we'll switch over and we'll do the other side. So again, just find your split stance, come up into your, what's essentially a calf raise, as we plantar flex, so we point the toes away, and then as we pull the toes back, that would be dorsiflexion, just simply means pulling the toes up towards the shin, and this just simulates exactly what we do when we're walking. Two very important movements for walking during the gait cycle. And you would just do maybe about 20 of these each side. From there, we're ready to move up the chain a wee bit. So that exercise warmed up the calves, it warmed up the shins, got some mobility through the feet and the ankles. Now we're going to get into the quads, quadriceps in the front of the thigh. So all we're going to do is very simply hamstring curl. That's where you kick your heels up towards your bum. I'm just going to turn and show you that, what it looks like from the back. Now you don't have to aim to kick yourself, of course, but we're just trying to get the heels up at the back enough so that when we're in that flex knee position, we can feel a nice stretch up the front of the quads. And again, you'd maybe just want to do this for 20 repetitions, or you could do it for time, 30 seconds, say. And then we'll change over and we're just going to do some knee raises to the front. What this is going to do, it's going to stretch out the glutes, loosen off the hips. And again, you do this for the amount of repetitions that you want. And then it'll be a quick change into external rotation of the hip as we come into those hip circles. So we're going to take these ones nice and slow. We don't need to rush through them. This is a lovely stretch for the inner thigh and the groin. And it just, as I say, helps us to work into external rotation of the hips. And this is a nice dynamic stretch, mobilisation exercise. And you do that for your repetitions. A wee bit of activation work from standing. You're just going to shift your weight onto one leg. You can hold on to something if you need to for this one. I'm going to take your leg out to the side, so this will be the working leg, and I'm going to lift my leg up so if I'm imagining that I've got a string on my ankle, it's lifting up towards the sky, but actually I'm going to take it slightly back as well. So rather than just coming straight out to the side, I'm going slightly back on an angle, and that's really going to fire up the hip. And I'm just doing some wee dynamic pulses here, just to wake the muscle up, just to activate everything up that leg. And the same on the other side. So we'll shift the weight over and balance on your toe if you need to. And we're going to bring the foot off the floor, and we're going to go up and slightly back, just to get into the adductor muscles. Those are the muscles that take the leg out away from the midline, or sorry, the abductor muscles that take the leg away from the midline of the body. When we're walking, so we've done all the hips, it's great, everything should feel nice and warm and fired up, but actually don't forget about the torso, the midsection, because when we walk, we should rotate nice and easily through the midsection. So you can bring your hands up, just that you can do what you want with them, just keep your fingers nice and relaxed if you want. We're just going to ground ourselves down through the heels, so letting our weight, our knees bend slightly and our weight just sinks slightly into our heels. You can have your arms up. And all we're going to do is we're just going to twist side to side. What I don't want to do here is I don't want to let my knees cave in. So try to avoid this. Try to avoid leaning in to the inside edge of your foot where you're lifting the outside edge. That's just going to stress your knee. So try and just have the feet grounded through the tripod of the foot, which would be the ball of the pinky toe, the ball of the big toe, and the middle of the heel. So if you can keep grounded through your feet like that, that would be perfect. And we just go side to side. You might have to make small movements of rotation to keep your feet grounded, and that's okay. You just feel tightening of the muscles around the midsection as you come into that twist. Good. And let's not forget about the arms, because the arms swing. We love a lovely long arm swing from the shoulder when we're walking. So just let your arms hang loose and just let them swing out, a bit like a soldier's march, but not as stiff and as rigid, just nice and relaxed. Let this time be when your neck and your shoulders relax, your arms are heavy. Good. And just for the duration, for reps or for time, and relax them down. Roll your shoulders round and back. The upper body is incredibly involved when we're moving, when we're walking, and a lot of people forget to exercise it or to warm it up before they go for their walk. It does a lot of work, and the rotation is important through the gait cycle. It helps to drive the hip, helps to drive the leg. So don't forget about the upper body. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was something that you'll use before your walk. Please feel free to let me know how it went.